Okay, so every morning when I get up to teach, I go to the VIP Kid Teacher Portal website, which is this, I think, the same website that you sign up with. Anyways, you'll figure that part out later. And what pops up is this bookings tab. You can see it's in orange, sorry, right here. You have different options that you can click here, but to get to where you're going to be teaching students, you go right here to your bookings tab. So you can see today, on Tuesday, I finished these 3 classes. It shows that they're finished. Um, so for example, let's just say I want to look at the class that I'm going to be teaching tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. So I'm just going to go over and click on this and click Go to Classroom. So once I'm in the classroom, it'll enter, you click allow. It's just allowing you to use your audio. You click I see, and then you're going to click over here on docs. Now, before you do that, up here at the top, it shows the lesson number. That the MC just means major course. And I'll explain all of that in a different video. So what you're going to do is just click docs. You're going to click this button that says uploaded by myself, and then the lesson's just there. So you click open and it opens the PowerPoint. So you can click on this, you can draw on the PowerPoints, you can click clear. I usually skip this slide just because I have my own reward system that I use, and there's also these little stars up here. Oh, well, I can't give a star right now because the kid's not in the classroom. I usually I start on this slide and I say, hello, and they'll say hello, and I'll say, what is your name? And they'll tell me their name, and I'll say, hello, Cindy, how are you? Depending on what level they're on, you may need to speak a lot slower and just have them repeat back what you say. So anyways, once you get your PowerPoint opened and once the child is there, you can look up here at the class time, and once it's at 0, you press this button that says open camera. So here's what my classroom looks like whenever I am teaching. So I've got my Teacher Angela Apple. I got this from the Dollar Tree for $1. I actually bought this monkey from like Mardell's or Knowledge Tree for like $2, and then it came with these bananas were like $2 as well, and I just laminated them, and I put these little Velcro dots on the back of them, and there's also a Velcro dot here so that when they get a banana, they feed the monkey. That's usually for like the younger kids. So I'll show you, I'll go through a couple of the slides and show you what I would do to teach them. Now this is a level 3 student, so it starts at level 1. So this student's a pretty high level student, and I teach her almost every day. I also have this map, and I got this from the Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree, and I can also flip it over to the back if I don't want it to have my name on it, or if I just am feeling a different color. It's kind of fun to decorate your classroom. I've got this little whiteboard that I use to teach egg, pig, and then they'll say, this means for them to say it back to me. Just a couple of other little things that I got. I have these alphabet cards. They're just like little flashcards that I got from Dollar Tree for $1. They just have the letters on it, or sorry, W, and it has a little picture on the back for a walrus. I would suggest these, a map, some type of reward system, and I can talk to you about that later, and a whiteboard with a marker. If you want other things, you can have that too. I have this for the younger kids to play with sometimes. I'm sure your stepdaughter has some sort of stuffed animal. I don't think I have anything else that I usually use. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so here's how I would teach this PowerPoint. Now this is a higher level student, so keep that in mind. So this is the warm-up for this student. So I would circle and I would say Sunday, and they would say Sunday, and then I would model this, and then they would clap. So anytime you do this, that means that you want them to repeat something back to you. So I would say Sunday, and then they would repeat you, and then I would go through the days of the week. Now the warm-ups are always quick. You don't even have to get through all of it. As you notice down here at the very bottom, it gives you teacher directions. So it says, tips, teacher reads each word slowly, saying the first sound of each word twice. Student listens and repeats. Do this activity twice. Ask student to listen and find the word that he or she hears. Now, when you get into actually teaching, all I do is I circle and I say, what word? And they'll say Tuesday. And I'll say, can you circle Wednesday? And they can also write on the board as well. So you can just I'll just kind of go through and through these slides so you can see them. If you want to pause the video to read any of it, you can. So during your interviews, you'll have an interview where you're acting like you're teaching a 5-year-old. If you want me to do another video for you showing you what I've done, what I would do to teach a 5-year-old, I can pull up a lesson and show you. And then each one, this is just, okay, well, don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about these slides. Okay, usually at the end of the slide, instead of having all of these things right here, it'll have a song like The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round, or London Bridge is Falling Down, something like that. So then once you are finished with the lesson, you close your camera. My microphone actually has the option to press the mute button on the side. I can show you actually. I'll open my camera back up. It has this little button where I can, well, maybe, sometimes. It's not muting right now. Okay, so anyways, and then, so at the end of the lesson, up here at the top right, there, after you close your camera, there's this button to where it says add feedback. I literally put, Cindy did a great job today. She did well with blank, blank, and blank. So, for example, I might say she did well with reading the days of the week, remembering her vocabulary words, and staying engaged throughout the lesson. Try to work on speaking in complete sentences. Thank you for letting me be Cindy's teacher. The end. And I get it done in 30 seconds. I press exit classroom. I exit. And then I click on my next class. So that's all that there is to it. You can go to your payment tabs. You can go to the teaching center and get all kinds of different like tips and tricks if you need help. I don't think I've ever read any of this. Must read. Whoops. If you want me to do another video on something, let me know, and I will. I hope this is helpful.